Hey, welcome to the Board Game Network. Today I'm going to be unboxing Time of Crisis, a brand new game put out by GMT. And this only shows a complexity of 2, so it'd be a great intro GMT game, it sounds like, for those of you who would like to try out a GMT but think maybe it's some of their games are too complex. This one's only a 2. During the crisis of the 3rd century, the Roman Empire nearly collapsed in the face of calamitous internal and external strife, including continuous civil war and barbarian invasions from all directions. In time of crisis, 2 to 4 players take the reins of Roman dynasties, gathering and wielding influence among the Senate, military, and people of Rome to ensure that their legacies are remembered by history instead of being lost to the mists of time. Time of Crisis is a light, multiplayer war game that combines some of the signature features of a card-driven war game with the core concepts of a deck builder. It is completely accessible for casual gamers while still providing an interesting challenge for veteran war gamers. Each player turn begins with the potential of a new barbarian incursion. Will the Goths invade Syria? Will the Franks build their strength? Or will the players get the respite of Pax Deorum, allowing them to draw extra cards and turn more attention on each other? At the end of your turn, you get to buy new influence cards to increase the power of your deck. Your total provincial support on the board determines how much new influence you can acquire, but like in most deck builders, those new cards go into your discard pile and you won't be able to use them until you've cycled through your whole deck. Finally, you get to draw your new hand for your new turn with a simple innovation that makes the deck builder more appealing for the discerning wargamer. You may choose the cards from your deck that you want to use for your next turn. But how certain are you that you know what your neighbors have in store for you before your next turn comes? Well, that sounds interesting, huh? A deck builder by GMT. Let's take a look and see what we got here. And if you caught that, it was a 2 to 4 players, so a lot of war games are just 2-player. So this one's kind of a more entry level for a lot of groups that would rather play up to 4 players. Here we got some baggies. Several of those. We have 3 decks of cards. Influence deck, another influence deck. These all say influence deck. There's the Praetorian Guard. There's some with some artwork on them, and just a number up in the upper left. Okay, there's that deck. Let's see what we got in store with this deck. Posthumous, Zenobia, Diocletian, just checking out the spring on the cards there. They're a little stiff, but not as stiff as some GMT cards. Those are definitely shuffleable. Pretender. Then we have some statues. Tribute. So there's your 3 decks. Got six-sided dice. Let's take a look at this rule book here. Here's your sequence of play. Here's the different cards. Support check. Expand Pretender Empire. Determining the winner. There's the game end after only 8 pages. Here's combat. Retreat. Crisis checks. Historical figures. Pretender. Creation of a new pretender. Here is an example of play. Nobody does examples of play as good as GMT. They always put a lot in. Or I'll say usually they do anyway. So there's several pages of examples. Here's some historical notes with some different people in here. Castra, what is a flanking maneuver? A Praetorian Guard, tribute, player crisis table. Got one of those for each player. Actually, there's a 2-player and a 3-player crisis table. So it's different based on how many players it looks like. Available leaders. Got it looks like a player mat. One for each player. Got some counter sheets. Double-sided. Okay, we got our map board. Well, there we go. Looks like we got a scoring track up there. We got each of the countries delineated here in the Roman Empire. Well, that's what you can expect from Time of Crisis by GMT. So make sure you tune into all our videos when we get a how to play up for this. Make sure you tune into that so you can see how it plays. Until next time, this is James at the Board Game Network.